All right, I am Carol Nowakowski, the president of the New Hyde Park Museum, and I am here today to interview Mrs. Ethel Sakowich, who is a longtime resident of New Hyde Park.
My name is Christine DiCristina. Thank you, Mrs. Sakowitz, for allowing us to interview you for the New Hyde Park Museum. Mrs. Sakowich, how long have you lived in New Hyde Park?
I think I may have been around.
Speak up, Ethel.
I lived on Lakeville Road, and I think we went there when I was in about 6th grade.
6th grade?
Yeah. And so it's, so that would make me about 11, so it's been about 70 years.
Wow. And you lived on Lakeville Road?
Yes. The house is still there.
What was the number of your house?
552, between the funeral parlor and Dominoski's Florist was on the next corner.
What schools did you attend?
New Hyde Park Road, and then Sewanaka.
What stores did you frequent? What were the stores that were here back
On the
then?
Turnpike? Well, there was Altman's department store. Everyone was aware of that.
I need you to speak a little louder.
And Beckman's, I believe, was an ice cream parlor on the corner where the the doctors are now. Browie's ice cream parlor was also on the Turnpike. And the Park Movie.
And where was the Park Movie?
I believe it's offices now, right across from the Park Deli, directly across.
What historical events did you witness or participate in? Do you remember anything?
Well, of course, they always had parades every 4th of July, that
Right.
sort of thing. Fire department was a big thing here in the village. And
You will find that with a lot of people we interview, Chris.
it was our
Fire
social,
department is-
yeah.
Yeah,
It was the hub of,
community-based,
yeah,
very important,
picnics.
and very social for us.
Yes,
That's
they
how
were.
I know a lot of people.
Very
That's why I
true.
won't move away. I didn't know anyone.
Your family was not from New Hyde Park, your mom and your dad,
They were from Belrose,
from Belrose.
both of them.
Okay. How many children did you have? Do you
I have 4, 3 boys, 1 girl.
Okay. Do they still live in New Hyde Park?
Nobody leaves. Everybody's still here,
Nobody-
including all my grandchildren, except one. We have one granddaughter who lives in New York City.
How did you meet your husband?
He lived right behind the New Hyde Park Bank.
He was born and raised in New Hyde Park?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, all his life. He's been here. And I worked in the city, got off the bus, and we talked. That was it. And I met him there.
At the bank?
No, going down Lakeville Road, I was on my way home, and he was walking a little dog they had, Judy, and that's when I met him.
Do you know anything about the plane crash that was...
Yes, in the sand pit, New Year's Day.
Can you tell us about that?
That's all I remember, the noise and everybody running and that sort of thing.
That's where Tully Park is now, right, by the swimming pool?
It's, yeah, I thought it was behind Ware Memorial, but in that vicinity. I'm not exactly sure.
You mean behind the high school?
Behind the high school.
Yeah, there is a lot of sand and gravel in one of those, but it's in that direct area.
Yes.
I had somebody
Yeah.
inquire about that recently.
Yeah.
And what did your family do? What kind of business or...
My father worked for Baron Nason, a plumbing supply in Mineola. My mother was a stay-home mom. I have one brother. That's it.
And now what does your family do?
My children are in plumbing, and Roger, a second child, is a chief in the fire department in the city of New York, stationed in Staten Island. And they also have an interest in the inn here in New Hyde Park. Lori works for them, once I retired, she took over, and she's been working for them for a long time.
Lori's your granddaughter.
Lori's my daughter,
Oh, your daughter.
my one daughter.
Oh. Okay. Do you have anything, Carol? Anything to add?
Well,
Well, when did you move here?
We
To
were
this-
married 4 years. We were married in the church on Herkimer and Jericho Turnpike. It was called the First Reformed Church at the time, and we were married there in September of 1949, and we moved to South First Street. We had an apartment upstairs. It was a house that was owned by Markowitz's, the florist. We lived there for 4 years, and then we came here. This house was owned by George's aunt, Aunt Pauline. She was a Sawinski, and George's father lived directly across the street here on South 6th Street when he was a child. We bought this for $5,000.
Wow.
His aunt really wanted 7, but because she liked George, we got it for 5. And of course, it did not look like this. The original house ended where that crooked picture is. And we built the addition upstairs and down.
Can you tell me, well, give, as an example, this, you showed me this before, but I would like it on record.
George loved New Hyde Park, wouldn't leave it, wouldn't move, and kept everything, was very interested in village politics, served as a trustee and a deputy mayor, and a plumbing inspector, and but loved it. This is something from 1933 showing how much each person got for work they had done in the village.
really?
Well, the most, from what I understand, Harold Bear got $70, but the rest of them, in fact, Val Nowak, who is Richie Nowak's father,
Yes.
is on this list. He got $50. He was a bricklayer into cement, so I don't know what was done, but that's, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. That was very interesting.
And, but that's about it.
And this,
I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it,
Which Nowakowski was this?
I have no idea. This is the Department of Sanitation, and it's effective October 1st, 1946, and it tells them what to pick up for garbage and rubbish and...
Wow. This might have been $16.
I don't know what they did, but...
Well, 1935, it couldn't have been.
and what about the
Might
restaurant?
have been a
You were
salon.
telling me about the New Hyde Park Inn prior, the owners.
Willie and Rita Rook, they weren't the original. There was an owner prior. I don't know the name.
Okay.
But they were good people, hardworking, and they had a good restaurant. That's about it.
That's about it. Is there anything else, Carol? What did, as a child, what did you do for entertainment?
I have to be honest, very different from today. No
No iPods?
television until we were...
No computers?
No, none of that. But it was, as a little girl, dolls and cutouts and that sort of thing. And bike riding and going to the beach weekends, that sort of thing. You also visited. You visited relatives on Sundays and you had company. it was a lot different. So
And-
we don't have a telephone right now or computer. We haven't for the last 24 hours. A truck took down our telephone line yesterday.
Oh, really?
So last night we played games and we had a great time.
That's almost unheard of today.
I know, but Kayla insisted board games because she was bored, and so we played Yahtzee, and she's still angry because she lost 2 games. So
And Kayla is your granddaughter, and how
She's-
old is she?
she's 18.
She's 18.
She's the one going to Fordham in the end of August. And but anyway, it was very different, and that's the things that we did years ago.
Right.
Parcheesi and Monopoly and all of that.
Well, that's very true, because that reverts back
Yeah.
many, many, many years before the onset
Puzzles,
of
right? No,
electronics and gadgets and iPhones and iPods and,
no. It's very true.
I mean, things that we did when we
Well,
were...
we had a great time last night. And-
Yeah, we played Monopoly too. We used to play Monopoly, Scrabble.
Yeah, yeah. Parcheesi.
I
Right.
mean, I have games in the closet.
Battleship.
Well, that I never played, but I've got games in
you
the
have
closet
3
that
boys,
haven't
you
been
play
touched in
Battleship.
years.
Right. What is your favorite memory of New Hyde Park? Besides marrying your husband.
You know, it's always a lot of them all combined. The fire department, as I said, was a great part of it. George was very active in termites and racing team and that sort of thing. And it was a big part of our social life. And then politics. I enjoyed every phase of it. I really did.
See, the termites go back many, many, many years. They had the tournament team.
Yeah. There.
I've been around the termites, I would say, at least 40 years.
Wow.
I know.
I mean, I
Ruth Kowalski and I designed their the ladder with the termite growing
Really?
up the back. And a lot of things.
I'm expecting someday from them to look at me and say, "Will you get lost, you old bat? You've been around here so long."
Well, thank you very, very much.
I'm sorry. As I said,
You did a beautiful job.
I
Thank
don't
you.
have a great memory.
Your home is beautiful. And
Very old.
anything else, Carol?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
What we'll have to do is we'll have to get more members of the family. Like Reed would talk you.
Oh, each one will remember something completely
Lori would
different.
be very good, you know. when you-
Okay. Thank
We
you.
can arrange
I'm
this.
going to shut it off with your
Yes.
permission.
Yeah,
Thank you.
please.